So I love your energy, your passion to serve. Matlab, wow, you are an inspiration.
Thank you. You are an inspiration too because I started to, get this inspiration to interview people just by watching your YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I came to
Awesome.
know today only. अच्छा मैं भी किसी की inspiration हो सकती हूँ.
Spoken from within and outside, I was always smiling, trying to fit in every situation. But one day, I locked myself in the bathroom and I attempted to kill myself. That Gargi, if you aren't able to manage your academics, then we won't allow you to continue with your passion. And I always say you can like I can live without food, I can live without water, but I can't live without this work. मेरा बस चले मैं हर चीज पोस्ट कर दूं हर एक दिन. Like
Oh,
if suppose I am given a chance to post, then let's say if I'm opening Instagram 10 times a day, then I will post 10 posts a day. So it's just, but because of how audience can handle, I post according to them, not according to me.
you are ready to give. अब audience उतना लेने की capacity रखते हैं कि नहीं?
Yes.
Awesome. You have followed that Jack Canfield का principle. Ask. And that really helps. See, until and unless we don't go and ask,
Yes.
we are not going to get any answer. And वैसे भी हम लेवल 0 पे हैं, पूछ लेंगे तो शायद हम लेवल 1 2 पे पहुंच जाएंगे, नहीं
Yes.
पूछेंगे तो 0 पे तो रहने ही वाले हैं. So even
Ye-
that no will
Hmm.
not make any difference, but the
Hmm.
yes will definitely make the difference, right?
Yes. Morning ask myself is owning. So basically I learned it from Pooja Puneet ma'am, our mentor. So she tells about every single day, ask yourself what three emotions am I feeling right now. But mostly I am in my own shell, like I'm a totally different person personally and professionally. I am the biggest, introvert you will ever meet when it comes to personal life.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another fabulous guest, and she is the one of the youngest life coach of India, Gargi Arya. She is such an inspiration to all the teenagers out there that if you have the will, you can achieve anything even at this age. So let's welcome Gargi Arya. Hello, Gargi Arya. Welcome to my channel. And I'm like,
Hello.
pleased to have you on my channel. Ki, wow, the youngest one. Let's talk and let's know about her journey.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I think we both have gone through the same courses at the same time. So it's just an honor to be on this show. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So can you just brief us about journey, how it has been, what has made you, like you're studying. So how has your journey been ki you want to jump into the self-development industry?
Okay. So thank you so much once again for inviting me here. So before I introduce who I am, I just want to start with my background story of from where I started. So during COVID pandemic, I was in depression because I lost someone I loved, not because of death, but because of some ego clashes in our own family. And when someone leaves you, and especially if that person is close to your heart, when they leave you, it just feels like everything is shattered in life. मेरी life तो खत्म हो गई है. And those thoughts were just building up in my mind. I wasn't able to accept the fact that those people, our relationship is not existing no more till today. If sometimes we even meet, then it's just like strangers meeting for the first time. So those things kept building upon, and I became like a walking talking zombie, broken from within and outside. I was always smiling, trying to fit in every situation. But one day I locked myself in the bathroom and I attempted to kill myself because nothing was working in my life. I was always blaming, complaining, making excuses that I can't do this. This is not for me. This is not the kind of life I want to live. And at that point of time, when I had that knife holding in front of my stomach, you know what? I wasn't able to move forward. I wasn't able to continue with that step because since childhood, I was never a kind of girl who used to give up. And my parents, since childhood, they have always supported me in my every homework, in my school competitions. So I was never a girl who could easily give up. And that day, at that point of time, I heard one voice, and this time, this voice was from my inner world, which told me that, you know what? Are you so selfish that you are going to leave your parents? And that thought just stuck me. It just, I realized that this is my moment. This is where I need to realize enough is enough. If someone has left me, that doesn't mean I can't live without them, or I can't change my own life. So from there on, I started with the self love practices. I started loving myself more and more to, just be in that grateful state and not get into all those depression once again. And then I started writing a book called The Lion Hearted Soul, based on my own experience, carrying the message that every mess has a message, because I was going through the same. So when the book came out, I started attending various international webinars. Till then, I didn't knew this coaching industry also exists in India. So I didn't know about success gyan and all of those things. So I started attending webinars internationally. I used to wake up at midnight or 1 a.m, 5 a.m, 3 a.m, just to attend those webinars. And in one of them, I got the opportunity to become an international motivational speaker. So from there on till today, my journey has been like this. My name is Gargi Arya. I am one of the India's youngest certified life coach and trainer, international motivational speaker, and author of the book The Lion Hearted Soul. And currently, apart from this, I am also pursuing my 12th standard. So I am in school also. So this is my whole journey.
So much you have said, itna sara. I'm like really inspired that you got the motivation and you really like thought about your parents. It's so like अगर वैसा कुछ हो जाता तो that would have like shattered their world. And being a mom, I can like totally feel how they must have
Hmm.
felt कि
Yes.
even knowing that you tried something like that must have like been a blow to them.
Yes.
So thank God you are here with us. You got that inspiration. I am just like happy. Otherwise we would not have such inspirational Gargi area with us.
Thank you.
And like what inspired you to like with the academics do this parallelly? What inspired you कि ये मैं करना ही चाहती हूँ? Because I think
Hmm.
it requires a lot of dedication and
Yes.
hard work to do
Yes.
this both things, and that too you are doing it full fledged. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप बहुत
Yes.
धीरे धीरे कर रहे हो. You are doing it full fledged.
Agree. So, like, there are many reasons of why I do this. First is because I have already been in depression. So, after I became an international motivational speaker, I was still not serious. I used to give conferences. I used to love the work, but still, that maybe the consistency never came. But then when I found success gyan, when I started to write, explore more about this coaching industry, the first time I attended success gyan's webinar, it was just because my inspiration was always Jack Canfield, and Jack Canfield's videos helped me a lot to overcome my own depression that I was going through. So just because of Jack Canfield, I started to enter this coaching industry history of success gyan and the life coaching part. So the more and more I got to know about all of the coaches like Pooja Puneet, Siddharth Rajshekar, Blair Singer, I started to get deeper and deeper. And from there on, every single time I used to see these mentors, every single time I used to attend these webinars, मेरे अंदर से एक फायर आता था, ये सब इतना कर सकते हैं, then why can't I do? But another limiting belief was, who is going to listen to me? Who is going to listen to a 14-year-old girl who is doing this work? But you know what? I always believe that don't become the face who follows the crowd, become the face who leads the crowd. So I started to work on this quote more and more by working on my own self. So this was by seeing other mentors of mine. I got this fire within me to just keep going on. Second, how do I balance is my parents have already told me that Gargi, if you aren't able to manage your academics, then we won't allow you to continue with your passion. And I always say you can like I can live without food, I can live without water, but I can't live without this work. So this work is just kind of become my life. So that's why it becomes a motivation for me to balance my academics and this career at the same time. And third is, of course, I have this inner commitment which is always to show up no matter what. So these three things always helps me.
Awesome, awesome. So your like a passion to serve people and what you went through, you don't want others to go through, has inspired you to give your best. And I can see you are doing so well. I am like inspired from you. यार वो कर सकती है तो हम क्यों नहीं?
Yes.
And I seriously love the way you have like picked up the technology so fast and you have implemented. See, people learn so many things, but they don't implement.
Agree.
But you have implemented each and everything I can see on your page, on your Instagram page, on your YouTube channel, the way you present things. And it's not like just preaching, you do practicing of that thing.
Yes.
That I really love about you. So is it like it's easy for the young kids to learn faster? Because मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा हम लोग के एज में ना सीखना थोड़ा
Yes.
धीरे हो जाता है. वी हैव टू फिगर आउट एवरीथिंग मोर. मतलब जितना फास्ट मेरी बेटी मुझसे सीखती है ना, शी कैन कम एंड टीच मी. आई ऑल्सो फील कि मेरी स्पीड उसमें स्लो रहती है टेक्निकल पार्ट व्हेन इट कम्स.
Yes, so first is of course maybe the generation gap, or the second reason is like my mother, she till today tells me that the biggest thing apart from all that you do, the biggest thing I am proud of you that you went through COVID is you got to know about technology. Because my mom is also a little weak in technology, but during COVID pandemic, as she is also a teacher in the same school I am studying, so she likes to she started exploring various online games so that the studies can be a little more interesting for the online kids. But apart from it, like how did I learn technology? First, because of the courses that I joined of Siddharth Rajshekar, he really helped me to implement this technical things. Second, every time I used to get stuck, today Google Baba is always available. So I am always on Google or YouTube, always asking. Or third is I never, feel afraid to ask for help. Sometimes people say, what if they don't help me? What if the message they have only seen? But I am always after disturbing, मेरी ये help कर दो, वो help कर दो. So this is one of the biggest benefits that I have got कि अगर मुझे किसी से कुछ मतलब पूछना है, then I always ask whether I will get a yes or a no. I am always open to it. But from me, it's always a step that I need to take. So these three things.
Awesome. You have followed that Jack Canfield ka principle, ask. And that really helps. See, until unless we don't go and ask,
Yes.
we are not going to get any answer. And वैसे भी हम लेवल 0 पे हैं, पूछ लेंगे तो शायद हम लेवल 1 2 पे पहुंच जाएंगे. नहीं पूछेंगे तो 0 पे तो रहने ही वाले हैं. So even that no will not
Yeah.
make any difference, but the yes will definitely make the difference, right?
Yes. Version 1 is always better than version none.
Yeah, you said एकदम proper line लेकर आई. Okay, so what changes did you observe जब, like before pandemic when you went to school, and then after pandemic when you go to school now? So is there any change in the Gargi that is in the school?
Yes, so like since childhood, I've always been a bright student. In academics, in every sphere, my parents have always been after me to, always participate, not for winning any competition, but at least to get confidence. So from childhood, I've always been a confident speaker, but the major comparison I have seen is maybe earlier I had a mindset my parents never had, but I had a mindset to always win the competition. So my first thing was I need to win. Second thing was I need to impress people. But after, if I compare before who was I before pandemic and after who I've become, the second is like today. There is no need for me to impress people. I've always had this intention that I don't need to impress. I only need to impress upon them that if I can do this, they can do this too. Second thing is this life coaching journey has really taught me, especially the personal development has taught me on how to take the defeats. That how to not always win, but actually it's better to fail sometimes because it teaches you how to take a stand again. So this is the second observation I observed in myself. And third is maybe the respect I wanted from my friends earlier before COVID pandemic. I never felt it in their eyes, even if they were kind. But वो respect वाली बात मुझे किसी में दिखी नहीं कभी आज तक. But after COVID, I really started to observe कि today the friends who I don't expect that they are going to congratulate me when something I have won, they when they message me I am really shocked. अरे इसने कैसे message कर दिया. So these things, like the biggest proud moment for me is the person who I've become and the respect I've started to see in other people's eyes for me and the work I do. So these again three things.
Awesome. I love the way you put it point wise. एकदम to the point answer देना है. I think this coaching thing has helped you to summarize it in pointers.
Point shooter style.
Awesome, awesome. And like how do you manage जब भी आपको offline events वगैरह attend करने हैं, how do you like manage, because your regular school is there and studies भी affect होती होगी.
Yes.
So how do you manage at that time?
So when I have an offline event, especially what I do is it's if it's a working day, then I do take a leave and whatever the work studies has been done. After the event, my first step is always to ask my friend कि आज ये क्या काम हुआ और please can you send me the written work. So I am sincere in my studies and completing my school homework too. So if suppose I don't complete, then I have this habit कि स्कूल जाने से पहले सब कुछ खत्म होना चाहिए. So this is something my parents have taught me because every child follows their parents. So my parents have really taught me this art of being sincere and always, respecting the work that you are doing, putting out the best of you. So I have always done this. And the second is like if it's a working day, then I take a leave. If it's not, then तो बस काम ही खत्म.
Okay, okay. And how do you manage like the travel? मतलब travel और वो सब कैसे manage करते हो?
Okay, so like traveling में basically one of my parents is always there with me to help me support. Sometimes if someone can come for pick and drop, then I can go alone. So that is the recent one which I went was a pick and drop. So my mom only came to pick and then she dropped also at home.
Wow. So you can travel alone. You got the confidence of traveling alone as well.
Yes.
awesome, awesome. And I can see you. अभी तो आप सीखने जा रहे हो, फिर आप सिखाने जाओगे. You'll travel to
Yes,
teach. Because अभी तो आप 16 हो. हमारे जैसे लाइक 30s में आओगे तब तो आप उससे भी कहीं कहीं गुना ज्यादा पॉपुलर हो गए. इंटरनेशनल तो पक्का रहने वाले हो. मे
thank
बी आई
you.
इंटरव्यू यू अगेन.
Yes, yes, sure.
Okay. And I would like to know कि see there is so much of work. ऐसा नहीं होता है कि every time you are like feeling high. मतलब every time you are driven कि बस कर सकते हैं. Even our body like energy wise and everything, our emotion wise, कुछ ना कुछ ups and downs चलते हैं. So how do you manage that time, your work as well as your studies?
Okay, so when, like, basically you are asking when there are disturbances in life, how do I manage them, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so when there are disturbances in life, if I take the recent example, the hacking of my Instagram account, so
Oh.
like for the 4 days, I was totally मैंने सब कुछ बंद कर दिया. My because it was like since 2 years, it has taken me 2 years to build that Instagram account, and the person he is trying to message every single follower of mine. He created my fake chats with some person, and then he's sending to other people in their DMs trying to fool them. So that first was that I was really disturbed that if people invest in that product of his, then their money is gone. First was that concern. Second was, of course, my hard work. If the person deletes all my posts, and like I asked some of my friends, because maybe he blocked them, they were not able to see my post. So one of my friends, when he sent me the screenshot of zero post, I started crying a lot. And for the 4 days I was totally, you can say, a depressed version of Gargi. So, but at that point of time, the first thing which really helped me was the community members, the people I know, and the people I've, helped a lot. So they were continuously messaging me that don't worry, my friends were there, parents were there, all the people were really supportive. So the first thing whenever I have such kind of disturbances is, if it's public, I generally don't like to glorify my struggles, because every person goes through them. So first thing is, if it's public like the hacking, then people get to know about it. But so basically, I'd like to keep everything within me, and I don't like to share it with anyone. So whenever I'm going through such kind of disturbances or ups and downs, my best or simplest way is to just take out my diary and start writing. What is really happening. And if I will send you, I think I have filled more than 15 diaries, and they are with me in my almirah. So I never throw them. I like to keep every record that this was happened. So it becomes like stories to share it with other people when I overcome it. So journaling has been my way. Second thing is music. Listening to calm and peaceful music helps me to just balance my emotions and thoughts. And another thing that every single day, that mostly I am in my own shell. Like, I'm a totally different person personally and professionally. I am the biggest, introvert you will ever meet when it comes to personal life. Morning, ask myself is, owning. So basically, I learned it from Pooja Puneet ma'am, our mentor. So she tells about every single day, ask yourself, what three emotions am I feeling right now? So this one activity, I every single day write down what three emotions I am feeling right now, the dominant ones. And if they are negative, I add up one another question, what three dominant emotions I would like to feel during the day, and how can I feel them? So, some kind of activities can I do, or can I include in my daily life to feel that emotion? So, this is my strategy of dealing with ups and downs.
Wow, awesome, awesome. Means I loved it कि you have you're blessed with a community who is like ready to help you, your
Yes.
parents and your journal.
Yes, yes, always.
Awesome, awesome. And today I came to know, अच्छा दूसरा side भी है गार्गी का introvert side.
Yes,
I've like seen you on all the platforms. जैसे कि इंस्टाग्राम हो गया, वहां पे भी
yes,
यू आर रेगुलर, यूट्यूब हो गया, वहां पे भी यू आर रेगुलर, एंड योर वेबिनार्स एंड लर्निंग इज
yes.
learning and learning academic, your regular
Thank you.
academic as well as this self development learning. तो इतना सारा पैशन और इतना सारा एनर्जी, how do you get that?
Okay, so my secret to energy is my morning routine. I lost it in between, so every single day, like I wake up at 4 or 4:30 a.m. in the morning, and the reason is like my mom is also waking up so early at 4, maybe at 3:30 a.m. sometimes. So because of her, I get the motivation to wake up too. So my credit of morning waking up early goes to my mother because she helps me. If she is not, whenever there is holiday, then I take a relief that mummy sorry hai, so I can also sleep. So this kind of mindset I have. So like my morning routine has really helped me. Basically, I get all my creative ideas in the morning. So if I am doing, let's say, my morning routine at suppose 8 a.m., then I don't get those kind of creative ideas that I can get at 4 or 4:30 a.m. So I don't know, that's just my way of working. So like every day I do this morning routine, writing gratitude. I started writing gratitude with five or 10 things, but the recent number I reached was 118 or 120. So
Daily?
this no,
Daily?
no, not daily, but the recent one I got it. Maybe previous week I got 118 gratitudes.
One
So
day, one day you are
yes,
saying. Oh
one day.
wow.
One of the things I have started doing is writing blogs in the morning. So I introduced something called magical morning blogs recently, few days back, to get hands on blogs because I have totally lost track of writing blogs. So the another thing 5 to 6 I do is writing blogs. Then if suppose I'm not writing blogs, then I just do a little bit more of journaling for next couple of minutes or hours. So from 4 to 6 it's my total preparation time.
Wow. And that's
Yes.
such an inspiration. सोते कब हो आप?
I sleep around 10 or 10:30.
Oh, good, good, good. So
Yes.
sleeping early, early to bed and early to rise
Yes.
you follow. And how about the other part of the day? How is your routine?
Like my routine is basically first coming from like 4 to 6 preparation, then from 7 to, like, sorry, not 7, from 8 to 2 I have school. So by 2:30 I reach home. Then 3 till 3 I take a break. कुछ भी नहीं, I don't do anything till 3. So 30 minutes for my own rest, to play with my pet Bruce. So 30 minutes of just napping and relaxing. From 3, if suppose I'm having a session, then maybe the studies get delayed. It's all about priority. So sometimes my academics go up, sometimes the profession go down, sometimes profession go up and studies go down. So it all just depends on whenever my sessions are there. So I just try to balance everything. And like from, if suppose it's a normal day like Mondays, I generally don't have any session. So usme I take the opportunity to study more and post a little less. Then if it's a session day, then session happens and studies shifts to the next day. So it's how I handle priorities.
Wow, awesome, awesome,
Yes.
awesome. And which one do you like personally? कौन सा वाला पसंद है? इंस्टाग्राम पे पोस्ट करना पसंद है, यूट्यूब पे, या फिर ब्लॉग्स, या फिर जो आप सीखते हो लर्निंग?
I like to post everything. मेरा बस चले मैं हर चीज post कर दूं हर एक दिन. Like if suppose I am given a chance to post, then let's say if I'm opening Instagram 10 times a day, then I will post 10 posts a day. So it's just, but because of how audience can handle, I post according to them, not according to me.
You are ready to give. अब ऑडियंस उतना लेने की कैपेसिटी रखते हैं कि नहीं?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. I love your energy, your passion to sir. मतलब, wow, you are an inspiration.
Thank you. You are an inspiration too because I started to, get this inspiration to interview people just by watching your YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I get to
Awesome.
know today only. अच्छा, मैं भी किसी की inspiration हो सकती हूँ.
Yes, and even in my sessions, I will just tell you that अगर कोई मुझसे पूछता है that Gargi, I'm not a certified life coach, I am an aspiring one, I don't know how to start, then I always show them go to this profile, Instagram profile of Anita Gupta. See how she is doing. If I am not able to inspire you, let her inspire you. So I always, most of the times in my inner circle masterminds, I have taken your example. So,
वाह.
yes,
आज मुझे कुछ कुछ सीक्रेट्स पता चल रहे हैं. Guys, we have never spoken like this in person with each other. This is the first time that we are on one
yes,
platform. ऐसे face to face हम लोग पहली बार बात कर रहे हैं. And so many secrets I am coming to know. Okay.
yes.
These are the hidden secrets. I keep glad that you shared it here. I'm like feeling, हाँ, कोई तो देखता है. किसी को तो इंस्पायर करती हूँ. Thank you so much, Gargi, for taking out time from your jam-packed schedule of everything. And I really loved interviewing you and bringing out your story to my audience because you are definitely an inspiration. And I hope my audience have got a lot of inspiration, especially the younger generation, जो लोग सोचते कि यार studies के साथ कुछ नहीं कर सकते, we will do after we
Yes.
complete our studies. So take inspiration from Gargi. I'll post her Instagram handle and all other handles below so you can go and follow her. And she is a beautiful soul. You must have noticed it during this interview.
Thank you so much. Means a lot. It was truly an honor to be on this show with you.
It is my honor to interview you. Thank you so much. So bye guys. Thank you for staying till the end. Please do subscribe my channel. Do subscribe Gargi Arya's channel as well. She has a lot of content on her page. मेरे channel से भी ज़्यादा content है उनके पास. And if you are a trainer or a coach, go and follow her. She is coming up with her own course, especially for trainers and coaches. So all the best, Gargi. I bless you with as many clients as possible. You touch as many lives as possible. You inspire as many people as possible. And I'll be waiting for another day to interview your success story.
Yes, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Bye for now. See you with some other guests at some other time.